What's good, y'all? You know who it is. It's your boy, Big Tank. Hey, coming at you with a new live stream. Well, I got a pretty special stream for you tonight. I'm spotlighting one of the fish fam, someone who you all know from the chats. We got Miss Holly Gibbs, Freaky Fish Lady. Everybody give her a rousing applause and a welcome in. Miss Holly, what's going on?
Hello, Chris Sam. How's everybody doing tonight?
Right, we got quite a few people that came on in the door to see you. Now I'm telling you, you say you were boring. Normally, when I go live, it's like one person in here, and then they come in later on. Look, you got 17 people sitting in here already, ready to see you.
Well,
I
good.
told you.
Maybe we won't bore
I
them.
told you. I told you.
Maybe we won't bore them.
Let's see who we got.
Well, how's the fish family doing tonight on a Friday night?
Let's see, we got Patty was the first in the door. Welcome in, Patty. Liquid Zoo, what's going on? Stephen P. 2003
For some reason, I can't see
Aquatics.
chat on here, y'all. Sorry.
I got you. I'll highlight some questions when they come up for you.
Okay.
Fish Young Tactics, Liquid Zoo, OnlyFans, Geek Boy, what's going on? What we got? Glitch Aquatics, what's going on? Craig Doniger, Craig's Catfish Cave, Color Guppies, Paul C,
I'm
Crystals,
going to shut this big
Pets
light off,
and
Hank.
Plants, what's going on? S, what's happening? What's happening?
Oh, that might be too dark. No, that's not too bad. Oh, that might be too dark. Is that too dark?
Yeah, a little bit.
That one's too dark. This one's bright and this one's dark.
Rico Stan, Travis Myers, Q Aquatics, what's going
Yeah.
on? 3G, Natural Aquarium, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, see, I had that problem with this light that was right there. I had to turn it off. So, Miss, how's your day going today?
Did you say something to me, Hank? You're cutting out real bad.
Oh no. I said, how's your day going today?
My day's going pretty good. I tracked out in the creek and gathered up some plants and stuff and got some tanks up here on the fireplace set up, one 20 long and I put another 20 so that when I can space for fish that I might need plants, but in case I do get some fish, but most I need plants for the other tanks.
Oh, from the outside tub or
Well,
just in
mostly
general?
so that I have some tanks set up for aquashella. I need to get some
Okay, okay.
plants from there and bring back any fish with me. I'll have some other, because all of my other tanks are full. So I have a lot of empty tanks, so I'm going to set them up to fill them up from aquashella with plants.
Gotcha. So for the people that don't know who you are, introduce yourself and give them a little overview of little you growing up, getting into the hobby, how you got into the hobby, and how is it working for you today.
Freaky Fish Lady, I got into the hobby young, like 12, 13 years old. I just loved fish. I guess just ended up in a fish store, and I guess my first fish was an Oscar, and just it exploded from there. And I've been in fish on and off for years ever since. Nobody really in my family has fish or is interested in fish, so it's just something that I sparked on my own, I guess. And they're very relaxing to me. I have a few of those initials attached to the back of my name, so the fish tanks are very relaxing, and I like rearranging them and moving them around and watching the fish, so that helps with all those initials attached to the end of my name. And I love plants. I haven't seemed to caught the knack of the aquatic plant thing. During all my surgeries, my plants kind of suffered because thank God for all my good friends taking care of the fish, but they weren't very good plant care people. But I'm fixing to get the plants back in order, so.
Okay. So what is your favorite fish? Did you hear me?
Yeah.
What is your favorite fish?
What is my favorite fish? My favorite fish is Phoenix. He's over here behind me. His lights already went off. That is my flower horn. He's in my biggest tank. He's in my 120. My biggest tank so far. Because you know how that goes. I always want a bigger one. He's a flower horn, and when I got him, he started out he was probably about that long, and now he's probably about this long. He's a pretty good sized boy. He's got some parrotfish in there with him and some sort of big silver. I don't know what that thing is in there with him. But he's a little bit spoiled, but he's my favorite.
Okay. So how'd you come
And
across the
they are like
silverfish?
big water puppies. Pardon
Gotcha.
me?
How did you come across the silverfish that you don't know what it is?
I have a rescue ranch, so
Okay.
periodically somebody will just say, "Hey, I need to get rid of this. Do you want it?" I want to say it is a tinfoil barb. It has red fins and red tail, and it's silver, but it's this big. It's bigger than Phoenix. It's huge. I want to say tinfoil barb, maybe. I just never have bothered looking it up. I just put it in there and hoped they wouldn't kill each other, and they seem to be fine. But it's big. They're the only ones in that big old tank, and that's probably all the room they got. But yeah, periodically I get rescue fish. Like the other day, somebody said, "I have some baby fish. Do you want them?" I said, "Yeah, sure. I'll put them in a grow out tank." Oh, the grow out fish are 20 baby convicts. I know, baby convict cichlids. Everybody don't like them. I've ended up thinking they're one of the cutest things I've ever seen. They're very personable. I think it's just because they're hungry all the time, and I think they're personable. Can't touch buttons. I'm so glad everybody came. I wish I could see chat, y'all. I'll go back on the replay and look at chat. I told Hank, I said, I'm glad y'all came.
Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't know what happened.
There he is.
Do I sound better? Can you hear me better? Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't even know what the
I
question
was
was.
telling them we were talking about that tinfoil barb, and I was telling them one of my most
There you
recent
go.
rescues was somebody said, "I got a bunch of baby fish. Do you want them?" And I said, "Sure. I'll put them in a grow out tank." They brought them over, and it was 20 baby convicts. And I know nobody really likes the little baby convict cichlids, but I think they're some of the cutest little things I've ever seen.
I love them. They just
That's,
they just take over.
they're so cute. They're in a tank by themselves, and they're only about the size of a dime right now. They're
No,
always hungry.
I love them. The personality, the whole nine. It's just keeping them
Yeah,
keeping them
they're
under
always right up
control.
there around you. I know, right? I'm like, okay, so I have to give some of these away eventually. Because I have a cichlid tank with all different kinds of African cichlids in them, but there is no convicts in that tank. But that little grow out tank has all them babies in there now.
Oh man, it's just it's the irony. I mean, we get caught up with the convicts because they're a personable fish, pretty fish, especially females when they get that red belly with the stripes. Look good.
Yeah,
They look
they're so
good. It's
pretty. And
just Because I did
They had
myself in.
some albino convicts in there with them, and they were just going to keep those. They had 4 albino convicts in there, and then they brought me these. They said 20, but they're 17 of these black and white striped convicts.
Okay. The
I don't even know if I've
convicts.
ever seen any albino convicts.
Yeah, there's some. I've seen some all white ones, like no stripes, but still, had the dark
Yeah,
colored
these didn't have
eyes.
any stripes on them at all. She showed them to me.
Glitch Aquatics say convicts and cribs. I didn't know cribs did bread like that. Credences. But I hadn't. I know they were popular at one point, very popular. People were talking about them, and then now thinking about it, you don't really hear about them anymore. So I guess people found out that they breed like crazy.
Evidently, they breed like crazy because she had all of those babies. She said that's not even half of the babies that I had.
Ooh.
But I'll breed them, let them do what they want to, share them out a little bit. And you know what she said? She said, well, if anything else, I remember you told me you had Phoenix and you had an Oscar, you can feed them. I said, no, I can't. I can't. I just can't do it. Now, I grow feeders out in my own tanks for Phoenix, my own feeder guppies, but I just couldn't do the baby convicts. I don't know why.
Oh man! To tell you the truth, I was wishing I had a predator fish like that so I could do that. But all
To
my
do
fish are
some
too
of the
little.
feeders, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the guppies got just crazy 2 summers ago, and I was glad I had some predator fish because I have a natural tank too. So I use a lot of feeder fish, but I'm not going to use feeder fish from the store. So I have to raise a lot of feeder fish here because I have a natural tank with a perch and a catfish and a baby crappie in there, and I have turtles. So that Oscar tank has I don't know how y'all say it, a Brashear, a biker in it. So I have a lot of predator fish.
It's whichever way you want to say it, but sheer, biker, bircher. I've heard all kinds
I
of
know. I call it dinosaur fish because that's what it looks like.
right. I take that one.
I want
That
some
one.
more of those. They're really cool.
Have you seen the dragon goby?
No, but I bet that's cool.
It puts you in the mind of a bicher, except it has bigger eyes and it's like it has a wider mouth. You can kind of see the teeth. It looks
I'm
like
gonna
a
have to look
dragon.
that up.
It looks like a dragon from for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
they're
to
pretty
look that
cool.
up. I love dragon stuff.
Dragon goby, pretty cool, pretty cool. I want to get one. They're actually pretty affordable, but I don't have. I'm gonna be irresponsible. My largest tank right now is 20 long, and I'm in an apartment. I live upstairs now, so I don't see myself getting a tank bigger.
Like I say, my largest one is the one in Phoenix, and it's a 120, and I have an empty 55 out on my deck right now. So, and I have a stand for it.
Okay, see who we got? Oh, we got new
So
people calling in the
I have
door.
a couple of good size empty ones.
Okay,
Pardon me?
no, I said we got new people falling in the door. Joe Munoz, M&C Aquatics, Jeffrey Watts, what's going on? Panama City, hello, hello, hello. Hey, Stephen P. The internet thing must be going around because it's trying to give us fits over here on this side.
Yeah, it's giving everybody trouble. That's what Steven said too.
No. So, how long have you been in the fish fam on YouTube?
How long have I been in the fish pan on YouTube? I am not even really sure. I'm going to say about 3 years. About 3 years, I think. seems like it's been about 3 years.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you're a regular mainstay. And
Oh,
I had
I
a
love
feeling
it. They
this is
have
gonna be
saved my life for sure during all these surgeries and stuff, and some depression issues that I went through, and just different things. They have all been so kind, and just listening to other people's issues, watching their fish tanks and stuff. I realize that my issues and stuff are just so minor compared to other people's, and I love watching everybody's beautiful tanks, and I've learned so much from everyone.
most definitely, most definitely.
I don't even watch TV or anything anymore. I don't watch YouTube 24/7, but between my farm work and I watch YouTube the rest of the time.
Okay. So what's all on your farm?
I have, well, it kind of varies because it's rescue stuff.
Thank you.
You got your own random arms. And right, it varies depending on what needs taken care of or at the time. But right now we've got 2 horses, couple rabbits, a lot of different koi and goldfish, dogs, cats.
Okay, okay.
We're wanting to get some sheep. We had originally thought we were wanting to go into cattle, but we're thinking more now. We're wanting to go into sheep rather than the cattle. This
For
it's a small farm. I've only got 16 acres, but I want to go into something that I can kind of help pay for the rescue feed and that sort of thing with. And I think the sheep will be a lot easier to care for and handle than the cattle.
for the wool or also for the meat production?
Well, yeah, for the wool.
Okay, that's cool.
Our bank recommended actually. Her brother has is sheep or lamb, might be a lamb, one of those. She said when they drop on the ground, they're at $200 just right then with no baby, no nothing. Just she said it's a lot easier to care for them. The fencing, because the cattle are just so hard with the shots and the fencing and the care, and they're so much bigger. And I think it'll just be easier for me, especially because uh, my partner is an over the road truck driver and he won't be retiring for 6 more years. So that leaves me with doing a lot of our care for quite a few years with my disabilities in my slow pace by myself. So we're trying to do everything pretty slow until he gets ready to retire.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
And
So,
remodeling old farmhouse that was left here by my grandfather and my dad. So,
oh, you got a family plot going on.
yeah.
Okay, okay, that's cool. I would wish to move back to the country. I live in the city now for about 3 years. I want to, at some point in time before I retire, get some more land in the country so I can pass something to my kids. 'Cause that's where I grew up in the
Well,
country.
this was supposed to be passed on to us by my dad, but you know how that goes sometimes in families, it doesn't work out that way. He ended up selling it out of the family and moving to town, and I ended up buying it back in an auction. So that's kind of one of those meant to be things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's that's what I want to name the ranch too. Is meant to be. I bought it back, won it back in an auction by $1. So all of that's too much for it to be coincidence. For me to have this play back.
Right? No, no, it's more than a coincidence. It's meant to be.
That's more than coincidence.
That's cool though. That's very cool. Very cool. So I heard you talking about the current aquashella that's on the sun on the horizon coming. So what's your plans at the aquashella?
Well, my plans are just to walk around a lot and enjoy meeting whoever I can meet. And I need to get some plants, and I need a few pleco caves. I got a few young plecos that I need to get some hides for. And I've never had any before, but they just kind of out in the open right now. I got some jewelry and stuff that I made. I'm going to bring Jess and Shannon to wear with their costumes, I think. And I don't know if I'm really going to dress up for it. I got a cape that looks like a koi pond. The cape is like a big koi pond. I may wear something like that, but I don't think I'm going full blown costume or anything.
Okay.
Visit a little bit of relatives around Dallas and just enjoy. This will be my first Aquashella.
Yeah,
Some
sounds
of
good.
my one of my best friend's kids are going, so they're going to drive me one day. I don't think they're going both days. I'll probably go both days though.
Okay.
Everybody says
Yeah,
the
I
best
wish.
days are on Sunday, and a lot of good speakers are on Sunday.
I'm gonna catch me one day. This one, oh, it was on the to-do list, but you know, they decided at my
Yeah, and
job,
then it's
because I
right
work.
on Halloween weekend.
Oh, yeah, we don't get holidays at the prison. They decided to schedule a lot of stuff,
Right.
so there's no missing. I wish. But that's cool though. That's cool. You're gonna get a chance to go, and you're coming from Missouri, going.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive down.
Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. Very cool.
I wish
So
I was
who
able to
are?
stay a little bit longer, but with
Okay.
fish and stuff, you know how that goes.
I mean, I can just imagine. Oh my goodness, you're talking about, being, addict. We it's a dirty word, but being a fish addict and to be somewhere like that with just fish stuff everywhere going on. Oh
I know.
man. Ooh.
And I've never went to one, so I really don't know what to expect. I need to go online and look at some of the older ones and look at the itinerary for Aquashella and kind of see what to expect.
Ooh.
Now, I've watched a lot of the YouTubers' videos from there and stuff, so that was really helpful as to what to expect. My one concern was a lot of the Aquashellas have a lot of the flashing lights and neon lights, and I'm epileptic.
Oh,
So I
okay,
had a
okay.
concern there. Would it induce a seizure? So I had checked into that a little bit, and they said never had anyone induced a seizure by the lights and stuff. So I was a little bit concerned about that, but I kind of got eased about that because I had a seizure induced before by the lights. So I did do some research on that, and they said so far they had no problems or issues with that.
And a lot of times, especially now, with it being more of a known issue, a lot of time that goes into the planning, on the backside. That's
Yeah, and
not
take a
mentioned.
lot
A,
of
a lot of
precautions.
times it's already in the planning. Because I know I've seen a lot of videos now that'll have warnings, you know, um,
Yeah.
however minimal it may seem to us, they'll already have the warnings and stuff in there. That's cool. That's very cool. So what are your favorite channels to watch?
Here are my favorite channels to watch. Well, now I love Susie Q Aquatics, and I like Father Fish, Lucas Brett. I like a lot of them. I like all the ones that go into the plants and the natural substrates and uh, the pretty much the down to earth, you know. I like the ones that just are pretty much natural and just have a little bit of comedy and aren't all business. And it's fine to be business, but have a little bit of not a little bit of not comedy. What am I trying to say, Hank? You know, not always just straight up giving you a lesson on everything all the
I
time.
got you. I got you.
You know, and then have an
Uh,
appreciation for the fact that there are new people out that need to learn, and don't just talk over them like they automatically know what you're talking about. You know, you did the video 100 times, but there's going to be 100 people in there that don't know what you're talking about. You might have to repeat something that you repeated on other videos because there's always new people.
yes, always new people.
And I love Crystal just because she's down to earth, and I love her little garden things, and she's just a sweetheart. I just like, I don't know, I just call them real people.
Amen.
You know, they don't know everything, they don't act like they know everything. You know, they got time to talk to you.
Amen. That you describing all the things that I look for because yes, I've had fish for a long time, but I love the hobby for the fish. I mean, and I still don't, and I never took all of the time to just get so deep into all of the technical, the technical things, because I mean that's not fun. Or at least for me, it's not fun. So I can understand other people who are roughly the same. Most definitely. Mike's Aquatics, DD's Fin Den, Jimmy P.
Dee.
All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming in the door. Thank y'all. Hey, y'all, for those that don't know, I have a membership over there. So you can come alongside the DN family and help us make this thing a little bit bigger and a little bit better. I got the minimum amount on the membership, because I'm not trying to break nobody's bank, but I have it over there.
There you go. Go check it out.
But hey, how do you moderate on any channels?
Me? Yeah, about half ass. I get sick real easy. I'll be moderating. I'll be like, oh yeah, I was supposed to be moderating. I'll be like cleaning a fish tank or something. I don't depend on me a lot. I'm not one of the best moderators. Let's put it that way.
I hear you. I
I
hear
can
you.
throw out a link in about 4 times the time it takes somebody else to do it.
Ah, I feel you. We got some people with some the power. I mean, I don't understand how they can. I mean, it's like they have four screens open or something at one time because they
Oh
moderate
yeah, they
like
must have like a laptop, computer, the magic.
I don't. I do not understand. I just sit in awe of some. Oh, they just be going. It's like they're reading your mind. Hey, okay, they're talking about this. Let me
I
drop that,
know before
and
you
then
even say it. I'm one
oh
of those.
wait.
I'm afraid I'm gonna miss something if I pop a link down and try to go find something. I'm gonna miss something. So
I'll be like me, pop a link down, but don't have a title or a description or what even the link is. It's just a link on there. Hey, what is that, Hank? Well, we gonna trust you. I'm like, yeah, I'm
I
not
know,
gonna
right?
lead you
Yeah, I always
wrong.
forget to put the name at the bottom or spell it wrong. They're like, Holly, what is that? I'm like, I don't know. Just click the link. You'll find it when you go there.
Say, believe me, it's something you need. It's something you're looking for.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I do mostly everything from my phone. Every once in a while, I'll put everybody up on the TV while I'm cleaning fish tanks. That's about as far as it gets. Because out here where I
right.
live, you don't have a very good signal for a computer or anything.
Got you. What's going on, Triple J? Thanks for coming through, though. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much. Mike's Aquatics and Things. What's going on? Oh, yeah. Hey, Joe Munoz. Man, you can't be sneaking around down there in the chats. You're going to be on screen, too. You coming up here, man. I know when I drop it in your comments and stuff, you act like you don't see it. You coming up here. Hey, if Miss Holly is sitting here, she said she was going to be boring. No, The fish fam loves you and they want to see you. And I'm gonna get you up here
I
too.
love the fish fam. They're amazing.
Yes, ma'am. I believe, you know, just as you said about, this actually being a lifesaver, and it's not cliche, it's not dramatic, none of that. I know I understand, and there's a lot of people in here that understand because I've been there. I ruptured my Achilles at when I was working juvenile at a juvenile detention center, and I was sitting on my tail, from August 26th to January 17th, not knowing what direction. Oh my God, it was bad. And I stumbled up on the fish fabs. People were live streaming. I had no idea, people were even doing it. You know, Nathan Alexander, Sand Creek Aquatics, God rest your soul. That was whose chat I started in. It was like he was the only person I knew that existed at that point. And he streamed all day, all night. You was gonna find him on all the time. So, I spent a lot of time, even talking to him in Messenger and whatnot. And it took a lot off my mind. And I, at the same time, I was going through mine, but I could see on the screen he was going through his as we were, in real time. He was going through his issues, and and we bonded on that. So with me understanding the importance of it, I just had to jump in here myself. I'm a minister by faith, um, a different sort. I'm not standing up in a church, preaching, but everywhere else I go, I'm preaching, and my message is people um, coming together and mending fences and building bridges and showing love to one another, and that's the direction that I want this channel to go and to stay. So some people, I've been told that I kind of do this backwards. I'm having more people on that are little people, as they try to say. I'm like, well, okay, that's the fish fam though. We want to hear from the other people, so I have them on also. I said, but look at all these people that you see in chats every day. You're talking to these people, you're talking to their name, in the chat. Hey, let's see who you're talking to.
Yeah, I got in at the not very many of Aquarium Cops lives, but he was in bed and everything by then. But I really enjoyed his streams and stuff. I wish I'd have been in the family for more of his streams.
Yeah, Aquarium Cop. Yeah, I used to
We
trip
got
me
a
out at
fight
first
going
because
on over here behind me in this tank. A cyclone tank in front of me, and the tank boss is chasing everybody everywhere. They're on a every other day live food, so he chases everybody the whole day that he don't get live food.
Oh, that's and it's bad that you can tell that's what his problem is. He's like, hey, everybody's gonna suffer.
Yeah, he chases everybody else that whole day. I told my friend, I said, well, and I've heard people say, just take him and put him in a tank by himself for a timeout.
Time him out.
To try that. It's just mean.
Well, if he's just chasing him and not beating him up, we can deal with that, huh?
He's not really picking anything off of him or anything. He had all cornered over behind the plant. The whole 55-gallon tank's his.
What bus? Wait a minute.
People
Triple
say we
J,
could
what bus
raise
you
it a
talking
little
about?
bit. Maybe that. What, babe?
Now, Triple
What'd you say,
J,
Hank?
Triple J was saying he had to get back to chaperoning these kids on the bus, and I was like, "What bus are you
Got to get
talking about?"
back to. Oh, he's on the bus chaperoning kids. Must be going to a Friday night football game.
Oh, there we go. All my days look the same. I forget that it's Friday and what goes on Friday because they all run
Friday
together on
night
me.
football. Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. You see what MNC Aquatics, that's kind of like with me, having not only my ninth back surgery not long ago, but kidney removal as well. The fish fam sent prayers and good wishes, especially Rocco, Jess, Rico, and more. Exactly, exactly, exactly. So I'm talking about family, 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 and not being afraid to do that.
Yeah, I had to spend a lot of time in bed with 2 knee replacements, that gastric bypass, this last fleur-de-lis pandelectomy, all the fish family watching what everybody's doing, watching their lives while I laid up in bed. And I'm a very active person. Laying in bed doesn't compute. It just don't compute. I might be old and slow and disabled, but I don't want to lay in bed. I want to get up and pretend like I can get something done at least.
I, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah,
I
most.
might change my mind in 10 minutes and take my boots back off, but I want to pretend like I thought I was going to do something anyway.
Yeah, I can identify with that. I can. Oh, Glitch Aquatic says, I'm so happy to meet this fish fam. Welcome in, and thank you very much, ma'am, for you being a part of it. The more the merrier, the more the merrier. And
Glitch Aquatics, yeah, that's a new one the last couple of days. I watched,
yes,
looked at her site and subscribed to her.
good deal, good deal.
Got some nice tanks.
Somebody drop Glitch Aquatics links up there. Patty, drop her in there, drop her
Yeah,
in
she
there.
just did a skate the last couple of days. It looks pretty good. Check her out, y'all.
That's Glitch Aquatics. Lonnie, did I miss you? What's going on? What's going on? AKA Looney Tunes. Ian, what's happening? Exactly, exactly. He was my first Fish Fam stream also.
Yep, Nathan.
Like, most definitely. Yeah, he was special. He was very special. I remember when he passed and we had the the drive to get him to 1K because that's all he talked about. He didn't care about nothing that was attached to it. He just wanted to get to 1,000. And we were posthumously, is that the word? Posthumously got him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. There you go. There we go. She's in the house. All right. Crystal, what's going on? Howdy do? What's your should I say I'm gonna say bucket list fish. What's the next? Well, no, that's two different things. So
Couldn't
I'm gonna make two
agree.
questions. I'm gonna make two questions. Uh, what is the next fish you want to get? Oh, why they keep
The
my
next,
screen keep turning? My screen keep turning off on me. Here we go. What's the next fish you want to get? Plus, what is your bucket list fish?
well, I really never have like a bucket list or a next fish. It's just the next one that comes in needing a little bit of love or somewhere to stay or a clean tank or a tank with a friend in it. I wouldn't mind getting a few more puffers. I like the puffers. I've only got a little baby puffer and I like them. I've decided I think I want a couple more of them. I got one in my community tank over there. He was in with a beta, and the beta's a little monster, so we had to move him out of there. It's
Oh, it was the
only
opposite
monsters
direction.
over here. Yeah. So I
It
had
was
to
the
move
opposite
the
direction because normally
puffer
the
out of
puffer
each
is the
of one of
one.
the community tanks. One of my betas, he's pretty much, the rest of them, they're all in community tanks, but I got two betas that they can't be in with nobody. But yeah, I wouldn't
Yes.
mind having some more puppers. But
Has a
I really
tendency to
don't guess
have.
I have I don't guess I have a bucket list, Fish.
Okay, okay. See, you gonna make you make me envious. I might need to have a fish rescue because you'll just have. I mean, you just get fish. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, if I get, that's what I need to do because then I won't have to worry about. Well, hey, let me try to sneak this fish in, or let me, my wife might not see it. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
She'll know
Well,
they're
like
coming.
today I went. Well, today I went to the pet store to see what she had there, and she had a goldfish with one of his eyes out, and it was all healed up and everything. She said, "Well, I can't sell that. I'll have to do something with it." I said, "Well, in a bag, and I'll take it to the house and put it in the goldfish tank." I said, "My goldfish don't care that it only has one eye." I bought a real pretty fantail from her today that has a mustache, has a total black mustache. It's real cute. And I brought that one home that has one eye.
MNC Aquatic sounds like my Dova. Was in the community until he started
So it
eating
started
the
eating
others.
the others. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen every
The
now and
only,
then.
mostly the only time I've had fish eat other fish was my fault. When I first started getting back into fish, I'd do something stupid like put an African knife fish in with 40 neon tetras. Father Fish still laughs about that. That was Hannibal. He ate all 40 of them overnight. Father Fish said, "Yeah, you live and learn, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, that was an expensive lesson right there." I named that African knife fish Hannibal. He learned the lesson a couple nights after that. He kept flipping out that little tiny hole. He kept coming out that little tiny hole, and I'd hear him in the middle of the night flopping the floor. I'd go pick him up, put him back in. Well, somebody said something to GRB about fish flipping out of a tank. He said, "Well, fish really don't want to be," or Lewis Brett, "they really don't want to be out of the tank in the floor." He said, "So if you'll just leave that fish there for a second or two, let out the fact that it don't want to be in the floor, it wants to be in the aquarium, and put it back in." He said, "It won't happen very often after that." I said, "I'm going to do that to Hannibal for sure next time he flops out of there." He flopped out. I said, "Yeah, you really don't want to be in the floor, do you? You really want to be in the aquarium." That's what I heard. "Keep flipping out of here." I let him sit there a minute. Not very long, not very long. I don't want to be mean to him, but I'm mad he ate my neon, so it might have been a little longer than a few seconds. He never did go after that. That worked.
Oh my goodness. Non-natural aquariums, he wasn't so happy after that one. Hannibal the cannibal.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Do you have any more stories like that you have experienced in fish keeping?
Me? Not to come to mind. I'm old, so they just kind of flash and come and go.
Oh, that's cool. That's all right though. That's all right. We all gonna get there. They tell me I'm not old. I'm like, yeah, okay. I forget some of the simplest things right now. Stuff I do every day. Like the law at my job, I have to log on to the computer and put in these numbers. I might go home, for my cycle off 3 days, come back and forget how to log back on.
They told me that because I'm one of those that I write a list. If I forget the list, I come back after it. My family refers to me as anal. You move a coaster on my table, I move it back while you're out of the room to where I had it, And now I don't even give a damn if there's a coaster on that table or not. Don't care if you spill your drink everywhere. I ain't wiping it up. You can. They said that what happened, I told the doctor, I said, you messed something up when you came to my surgery. You damaged something. Oh, Holly, I didn't. I said, yeah, you did. He said, no, you've had a lot of surgeries. You've had a lot of anesthesia. You've been under a lot. You've had 8 surgeries in 3.5 years. He said, it'll clear up a little bit as it goes along. I said, what do you mean a little bit as it goes? It'll all clear up. So I feel funny, different than I did before. He said, it'll clear up as it goes along. I said, it's been 3 years. So I don't know. It ain't cleared all the way up yet. So now I just use it as an excuse.
Right. I hear you,
Now I got to
Jimmy
write
P.
notes to remember things, and then I forget where I put the notes. That's me. If I forget the note at home, I got to come back and get it.
Oh, yeah, I'm right there with you, Jimmy P. I will totally forget where the note is.
There you go, right?
Fold the edge of the page and then see the fold and wondering how it happened. Man, why is this page folded like this?
There's
What's
notes
going
been
on?
all over my house. Well, like about 5 minutes before this broadcast, I said, oh man, I didn't write no notes to lay down beside. So what kind of fish? Because I know he's going to ask what kind of fish. I don't know. I have to look all around and stuff. I should have wrote notes what kind of fish I have and how many tanks I have.
And well, since you brought that up, how many tanks do you have?
And you know not too many when you got to look around and count them in the rooms. They change up a lot. Right now, inside probably, let's see. Right now, there's 17 in the house. 17 ranging from the temporary quarantine guppy ones to the 120. And that's ones that are full of water. I got a 220 longs, a 55, and a 40 breeder ready to fill up this week that I want to have filled up for anything I bring back from Aquashella. Which I have a breeder in Texas that I'm going by his place too to bring some stuff back too. So where I'm staying at, my friend's husband is a breeder there, so I'm going to trade out some stuff with him. He
What does he
was one
breed?
of the ones involved there in the freeze this last winter there, so he's just now getting his fish stock back up. All
Yeah,
he
I
said some of the
experienced
tanks
that.
grow solid.
Wait. Yeah, I know.
That was a big loss, right?
I wasn't close to that. I actually only lost one little pond worth of fish. It was endless. And I mean, it was headed in the direction I wanted it to go. I had quite a few pregnant females ready to drop. Went out there, everybody was gone. My snails, everybody.
I got snails. I found some really, really big mystery snails today. I bought 2 of them. I never seen mystery snails this big. I got them at the my local LFS. You know, mystery snails usually about the size of a quarter. These things about the size of a 50-cent piece.
Got my first mystery snail on last week.
Now I can find where my hand has to be. They're pretty good. Look how big that is.
Oh yeah, that is pretty good size. Nice.
Mine aren't
though.
usually that big when I get them.
That one ready to drop some babies. Another one, make sure you have something to breed in there. Melvin, what's going on?
I grabbed 2 of those since they were so big.
I wonder how do you tell
like,
male and
a whole
female?
bunch of babies. Do what, Hank?
No, I said I wonder how do you tell male and female?
Now, Foxy did a video on that. She said you hold them upside down and they'll open up. They'll come out of their shell upside down. Amen, Melvin. Said they'll come their shell upside down, and they'll have the males will have a different little white. It almost looks like one of their whiskers that sticks out that'll be inside that you can see inside there that the female doesn't have. She has a video on it. Pretty interesting video. Anybody does the mysteries or wants to know that, check it out. Foxy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out after the stream. Jimmy P, the male has his little hands over his ears.
Hands over his little ears. Jimmy P. Now he has a little something in there that you can see. And then I just watch them and I see the female laying eggs. I actually got a video of one of the females, of my females, laying eggs. It was pretty wicked watching her do that. It was crazy. I got a bunch of little baby mystery snails. Not as many as Foxy, though.
I got my first mystery snail last week.
Did you?
And I just have it was yellow.
I probably have probably about 20 adults and probably about 50 or 75 babies, 100 babies maybe.
Wait.
Because it's weird. I guess they only lay like seasonal because they laid like late summer. They laid all these little clutches of eggs and nobody's laid any clutches since. I don't know. Yeah, because they laid like probably 12 or 15 clutches of eggs, and nobody's laid any since.
I wonder, is it like a temperature plus like barometric pressure type of thing, you know?
I don't know. They're in the same tank, same heater, same like in front of the window. There are less plants in there than there was. Oh, you little meanie.
You reminded me of myself. I'm always giving a disclaimer. You know, I tell people, I say, I'm paying attention to you, but when I do this, I got 2 tanks, one to the right and one to the left of this camera right here. So I get distracted, you know, during the whole stream.
Yes, that mean fish chasing everybody over there.
I was just counting Ember Tetras a few seconds ago. I'm like, I know there was 6 in there. I only see 4. Oh, there's 5. Okay. All right.
Is that the little ones that kind of glow?
Little reddish bronze color, very little nano.
I think I have some neon tetras in this tank right behind me. You can't see them that far back, but I think they're ember tetras in there, 6 of them. The only thing that used to be in that whole tank was that stupid cathedral and one blue shrimp, and now there's some tetras in there and a beta. But I'm trying to keep it kind of empty to bring back something from Texas, and there's another 20-gallon that's going. You can't see that either, but on the other side of the top of the fireplace. I just hope they don't get too hot on top of that fireplace.
Is that a 20
There's
long?
one 20-gallon up there now.
20
Sorry?
long?
Yeah, there's a 20 long up there now to put another 20 long beside of it.
Okay.
I have the other 20 long, I just don't have it up there yet.
And off to the side like that, less heat problem, but yeah, they may end up with a heat issue depending on the type of fish you have in it. If the fireplace is going,
there's a heater in there. The water so far hasn't been too hot. It doesn't stay like real hot when you put your hand up there. You can't really like feel it, but now winter time, I don't know, coming on and off more if it would be. All that's in there right now is some neon tetras, some ember tetras, some shrimp, mystery snails, and a beta.
okay. Natural Aquarium says he think Roxanne was saying the other day that Mr. Snails will go through a dormant phase
They
where they
must,
don't breed.
because mine have not done anything since summer. They were laying those little egg things everywhere. On the top of the lid, they were just laying those eggs everywhere. I probably had about 20 of those little things of eggs.
Exactly.
Yeah, the first time I saw that thing, I didn't even know what it was. And then I went online, and then I caught one of them one time laying it. I'm like, man, this is pretty cool. Slow motion, slow in process of laying it, but it was pretty cool watching it.
Right.
Oh my gosh,
I
the
don't know.
babies are so little.
I don't
The
know why I
babies are
keep
so little.
forgetting
The
to.
first time they went through the little floating thing that I put them in, they were so small they went through the little slats on the side of the little holder that I put them in. They were so small. They escaped out
Oh,
of there.
oh, they ready to go
So
as soon
I
as they
know now I
hatch,
need
though.
to get like a cloth. And yeah, they escaped right through the slats.
Snails got away. I have some horn, like I don't even know. I don't know why I keep forgetting the type of snail it is, but it's shaped like a cornucopia horn. What do you call those snails? I have ram's horns also, but ram's horns are like this. This is the long horn. This
I didn't
tank
know
up
what
here
they
is
are either.
it's not the
They're
rabbit
kind of
snails.
spirally.
Yeah, I have a tank full. That tank up there, it's full of them. They everywhere. So I'm kind of like feeding it a little heavy, so I can grow those out. But it's full. Oh, they're everywhere in there. Sit there
See,
and look
I
at them now
take
all over
it,
the
got
glass.
some of those in it, but they're really pretty. I don't know where they came from, but there's a bunch, and they're white with brown spots. Are really pretty. There's a bunch of babies coming out in there, and I have
Yeah, like
one that's called,
trumpet snails. There we go.
I think it's called a rabbit snail. That's like that, a real long shaped one.
Yeah, the
Should
rabbit
be real.
snail.
Breed.
The rabbit snails had the antennas look extra long in the face. The Malaysian trumpet snails. That's
Because
what they
this
are.
one's about that long. The one big one that I have is in a tank, and you never see any babies or anything in there. But these, they just started breeding. They're in the. I have some rams in there, and they're in the ram tank. They started breeding all them little cone-shaped snails in there. I don't even know where they came from. On a plant, I guess.
Yeah, a lot
I
of
have some
times.
Bolivian rams. What? Pardon me?
No, I said a lot of times it's the plants.
Yeah, it must have come on a plant. But a lot of times I'll collect from a creek, Bennett Springs, or a creek or something. So they probably came from one of those.
In mine, I got a 10-gallon tank. I did tank trade. I had some bigger tanks, and I traded for some smaller tanks. Substrate was still in this one tank. I mean, the substrate, I guess down in the bottom of it was still wet, but it looked pretty dry to me. But I can remember seeing I had a large trumpet snail that was just in it. So I didn't think it was alive. I mean, I left it in the water, because I like the way the shell looked. But I reused that substrate. Next thing I know, they just start popping up. So I'm assuming either there was eggs in the substrate already or that snail was still
Oh yeah.
alive.
The only ones I haven't had any luck with that I would like to get some more is the horned nerite. They were so pretty, and both of mine died.
Okay, okay.
So I don't know what I did wrong there, but both the horned nerites had really pretty shells, and they died.
Near rights. Well, we
They
have
had
hit the
real
one
pretty
hour
shells.
mark. It snuck in on us. We have hit the 1 hour mark. And I'm gonna like to thank you, ma'am. Can you hear me?
You broke up a little bit.
And I said we've hit the 1 hour mark, and it's time for us to get up out of here. But I'd like
All
to thank you
righty.
for coming.
I've
Thank
really
you for
enjoyed
coming
it. Thank you
in.
for having me.
Yes, ma'am, most definitely. Now look, we still have 22 people in here listening to you. I told you, I told you, I told you, I told you. It's all about, I mean, we spoke on it earlier about the fish fam and the love, that we have for each other in this hobby and in our little old niche of YouTube. And it's real. It's real. And I know that it is. I'm about energy and the people, that I bring up on here. I know that we all want to see you. And this was very, 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 very enjoyable. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for coming up. Thank y'all for coming through
And
and
thank
checking
you
us
for
out.
having me.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you,
Thank y'all for
everybody.
checking us out, y'all. Thank you very much.
Everybody have a blessed one.
Y'all be good. Love somebody and feed those fish. We're out. Peace.